Hello again. This is Magdala with A Time for God. Hope your day is going beautifully. Today is the 13th day of May 2024. It's late, but a promise is a debt. I promise to make a video at minimum each day. So even though the day has been really challenging, I'm at it. We're talking about the challenges of serving God. And yesterday we talked about some of the opportunities of the challenges of serving God. Goodness and mercy following you. Today I want us to talk about another benefit of overcoming the challenges of serving God. And that benefit is recorded in 1 Peter 5 verse 10, where it says that after you've suffered a little while, God himself will restore you. Yes. So the challenges are not endless and without hope. You definitely know the God who cannot lie has promised that after you go through it for a while, he will restore you. Now, God is faithful. In fact, he's too faithful to fail. And God's faithfulness can help you be more resolved in doing what you know is right. More to that, 1 Peter chapter 2 also show that you were called to this. To this you were called because Christ suffered for you, leaving you an example that you should follow in his steps. So, Jesus went through trials, tribulations, challenges. Have you stopped to think about that? He was a perfect man. He needed to redeem imperfect men. So he had to go through these things. It was hard for him. The Bible records that he wept bitterly. He prayed that God would take away the cup that was before him. That's how hard it was for Jesus. But he persevered. And even though it was very painful, even to the point of death on a torture stick, it ended. And now he's a king. He has been made king. He's the king of God's kingdom. God has promised you too that yes, Jesus left an example. His whole life was an example for you and I. What am I driving at? The fact that you can make it. The fact that you can still stay resolved. You can be resolute in your decision to serve God with spirit and truth. Don't get me wrong. There will always be challenges. Even those things that you will consider little things, you will find that they'll come back every now and then to test you. Test your resolve. But you can do this. And like this channel is called A Time for God, this is a time for God. We are a chosen generation. God says he will not let us deal with anything that is too hard for us to bear. He won't give us nothing too difficult. So if it's thrown in our way, we have the ability to overcome it. Do you think you can overcome the challenge thrown before you? Leave me a comment. This is Magdala with A Time for God. Do have you a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.